Hi, and welcome to Teach, Train, Tell. Today, we're going to go over what I did for the Sunday school lesson. I made some stickers for our story today. It had to do with the house upon the rock and building your house upon the rock. If you enjoy what you see and you enjoy this channel, please like and subscribe. So quickly, I'm just going to go over, this is my Cricut Design Space. Oops, Cricut Design Space. What I did is to prepare these is I went into images and you see I had some horns. So I put the horns because I'm going to put double horns on my cloud. So the next thing I look for, cloud, storm cloud, lightning. So I'm going through here. I'm trying to find, I believe this is the one. No, this is not the one, but we can use this one. You can use any that you like as you scroll down through. I believe this one was kind of towards the end. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. Do we find the one with the lightning bolts? It's interesting. That one has the sun. I'm trying to find the exact one. You wouldn't think that there'd be a little bit of a challenge here to find the one that I want, but you see there's a lot of clouds with lightning bolts. So I don't see it. What I did, we'll just use this instead. This currently, I flattened it, so let's unflatten. What I did is you see I found the cloud that I wanted. I have the horns, and I just had to shrink the horns so that it fits where I want it to on the cloud. All right, so I get rid of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and I want to flatten this. All right, the reason I flatten this is I want it to print, and when it cuts, I want it to just cut this out, it being the Cricut. So I sized it, that's about the size I needed it. Now, for this, this is going to go on the top of my cup. I simply went over here to shapes and I got a circle. Okay. I want that circle to be white, so I'm going up here and I'm going to select that. I want to fill it white, so it's white. I'll leave the border on this one. I didn't leave the border on this particular model. We're going to go back over here to images, and I'm going to put house. Let me get rid of this. House on a rock. And you see they have many models. I selected this one. I'm going to shrink this and put it in my circle. Now, the one thing that I didn't like was there's a little bit of a gap here. I wanted to fill it. So I just went back over here to the shape and did kind of the half moon, a little bit smaller. I'm going to kind of fill that in. Let's make it a little bit smaller. There you go. That's too long now. Make it a little bit longer. And you can adjust this however you want. It's a little bit too long. Okay. And for the text, click on text. I simply put build your house. Jesus. Now I can't see all of this, so let's go and change the font size. I'm going to highlight all this and let's go and change this to about 12 size font. There you go. And you can change the font as well. You can go in there and say you want a different type font. Push enter. All right, let's get in here to this. Just push enter. Now you can make this however you would like. It's lined up a little differently, but I'm going to highlight this. Oops, I don't want all of it. Let's go ahead and highlight this, and same thing, I want to flatten. So this is attached, it'll print. It will print, and this is what it will look like. I also added some raindrops, so the size of my cup is a little too big, so I need it to be about 1.9. Let's do, there we go. That's about the size that I need. For raindrops, let me do images. I put some raindrops. And you can select whatever raindrops you want, because I'm going to print these off for stickers. So we can say we put these here. I'm going to make them gray because I want them to be a little bit angry. Okay. And now all I have to do is multiply, figure out how many I want. So this one, I would probably want 2. So I'm going to duplicate raindrops per kid. That's probably more than raindrops than they need. They probably actually only need 3. So you could also put that in there and just adjust them so they're not quite so large, and you could change the color to gray. So I'm going to have at least 12 kids. Let's duplicate this. Like I said, you can choose whichever raindrops you want. So I'm going to highlight all of this, and for each kid, I want 1 set of these. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can also take and highlight them again. Oops, I don't want this here. And highlight this again since I have 6. I want 12. We can duplicate it. Now I have 12. And now I'll just go to the Cricut and make it. And I will meet you over at the table, and we will put this all together. So I look forward to seeing you over at the table.